Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Good afternoon. I am Krupal Parikh, Assistant Professor in Mathematics Department, GISET, Vallabh Vidyanagar. My co-speaker, Professor Hatal Soneji, Assistant Professor in Mathematics Department, GISET, Vallabh Vidyanagar. Today, we'll discuss some applications of rank nullity theorem. But before we discuss applications, let us go through some basics which is required for rank nullity theorem. Some basic definitions. First, we'll define what is column space of A. Let A be a matrix with m rows and n columns. Then column space of A is subspace of Rm spanned by column vectors of A. Let us find column space for the simple matrix, which is a matrix with 3 rows and 2 columns. We can see that the column vectors are C1, which is 1 0 0, C2, which is 0 1 0. So C1 and C2 belongs to R3, and the space spanned by these vectors is the xy plane, which is nothing but the subspace of R3. Now what is called row space of A? So again, let A be a matrix with m rows and n columns. Then the subspace of Rn spanned by row vectors of A is called row space of A. Again, for the same matrix, let us find what is row space. So row vectors are R1 is 1 0, R2 is 0 1, and R3 is 0 0. And so we can see that the space spanned by these vectors is the xy plane, which is the vector space R2 itself. And so the dimension of this row space is 2. Now we'll define null space of the matrix. So for the matrix with m rows and n columns, the solution space of the system of homogeneous linear equations Ax is equal to 0 is called the null space of A, and it is subspace of Rn. Now let us find what is null space for this given matrix. So for the matrix, we write the system of linear equations Ax is equal to 0, and we can see that here the solution we get as x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So the system Ax is equal to 0 has only trivial solution, and therefore we say that the null space of A has the 0 vector only, and so the dimension of null space is 0. Now there is one theorem that for any matrix A, the row space and the column space of A have the same dimension. This we can see in the previous example. Here for this matrix, we have seen that the row space is xy plane as well as the column space is also xy plane. So both have the dimension 2. So which proves us that for matrix, row space and the column space has the same dimension. Now we'll define what is rank of a matrix. So the common dimension of row space and the column space is called the rank of a matrix. We denote it by rank of A. In other words, we can say that the rank of a matrix is the maximum number of linearly independent rows or maximum number of linearly independent columns in the given matrix. Now, what is nullity of a matrix? The dimension of the null space of a matrix A is called the nullity of A. And the notation we use is nullity of A. Now let us find rank and nullity for the simple matrix. For this matrix we see that we have column space and row space both is xy plane. And so the dimension of row space as well as the dimension of column space is 2. And so hence by definition of rank we can say that the rank of the given matrix is also 2. Now what is nullity of the matrix? Already we have seen that the null space of the given matrix is the singleton 0 vector which has dimension 0, and therefore nullity of the matrix is 0. Now we'll state what is rank nullity theorem for matrices. If A is a matrix with n columns, then rank of A plus nullity of A is n. So here n is number of columns of the given matrix. Let us verify this theorem for the matrix with 4 rows and 6 columns. See here, since the matrix has 4 rows and we know that the rank of the matrix is the maximum number of linearly independent rows. So one thing is sure that our rank should not exceed 4. But what exactly the rank? To find that we have to find how many independent rows in the given or independent columns in the given matrix, and that we can easily find by reduced row echelon form of the given matrix. So using row operation we have the reduced row echelon form of the given matrix is this. Here we see that there are 2 non-zero rows, which shows that there are 2 linearly independent rows, and the other 2 zero rows shows that the dependent rows, this numbers are eliminated, these rows are eliminated, and so we have only 2 non-zero rows. So row space of A is 2-dimensional, and hence column space of A is also 2-dimensional. So rank is 2. Now we want to find what is null space and what is nullity of A. To find a null space for this row echelon form of the matrix, we write the system of equation, and here we have the system of linear equations. Here we can see that there are 2 equations and 6 unknowns. So let us take here x1 and x2 as leading variables, and x3, x4, x5 and x6 as the parameter r, s, t and u respectively. And therefore we have the general solution of the system as x1, x2, x3 is r, x4 is s, x5 is t and x6 is u. Now to find the null space of this solution, again we write the matrix form from the given equation. Here we can see that all the solutions are spanned by 4 linearly independent vectors, and hence we can say that the bases, there are 4 bases in the null space of A, and therefore nullity of A is 4. So we can now verify the rank nullity theorem, as we have already found that the rank is 2 and the nullity is 4. So total we have 6, which is nothing but the number of columns in the given matrix. Hence our theorem is verified. Now another observation we have from this, that we have seen that we have taken x1 and x2 as the leading variables. So we have 2 leading variables in this general solution of Ax is equal to 0, and we obtain the rank of A is also 2. So from that we can say that rank of A is number of leading variables in the general solution of Ax is equal to 0. And another observation is that in the solution we have taken x3, x4, x5 and x6 as the parameters r, s, t and u. So there are 4 parameters, or there are 4 free variables in the general solution of Ax is equal to 0. And we obtain nullity of A is also 4, which shows that nullity of A is nothing but number of free variables or number of parameters in the general solution of Ax is equal to 0. Now we have one simple application of the rank nullity theorem. We want to find out the number of parameters in the general solution of Ax is equal to 0, where A is a matrix with 5 rows and 7 columns, and the rank of the matrix is given as 3. So using rank nullity theorem, we can say that the nullity of A is number of columns minus the rank of A, which is nothing but 7 minus 3 gives you 4. Since the nullity is 4, we can say from the above observation that the parameters, there are 4 parameters in the general solution of the system Ax is equal to 0. Now we take the another approach for the rank nullity theorem. Let A be a matrix with order m by n, and X is a column matrix with order n by 1, or we can say it is a vector in Rn. Then taking the operation Ax, we have the resultant matrix is again a column matrix which is vector in Rm. This defines the linear transformation TA from Rn to Rm. Now what is range of TA, or what is range of the linear transformation? So for linear transformation TA from Rn to Rm, range of TA is nothing but the set of all vectors in Rm which are the images of some vectors V in Rn. So here we can say that range is a subspace of Rm. And the dimension of the range of TA is called rank of TA, which is same as the rank of A. Next, what is kernel of TA? So for the linear transformation TA from Rn to Rm, the kernel of TA is nothing but the set of all vectors Rn whose images under the transformation TA is 0. And the kernel of TA is subspace of Rn. Or we can say kernel of TA is the subspace of the domain space of the transformation, domain of the transformation. And the dimension of the kernel of TA is called nullity of TA, which is same as nullity of A. Let us take an example for the linear consider the linear transformation TA from R2 to R2, which is multiplication by A 1 minus 1 0 0. Then it can be defined as W is equal to AX, which gives us W1 W2 is equal to X minus Y 0. Since W1 is X minus 1, it is any point on the X axis as W2 is 0, and so we can say